I got to be honest. I don't even think Vivek Ramaswamy needs to be all mad about what Van Jones said about him. But this is an epic clip coming out of AmFest in Phoenix. Vivek Ramaswamy tells CNN's Van Jones to shut the F up. This is why we like Vivek. But I got to tell you, Van Jones had this moment where everybody made fun of him because he was like, Vivek Ramaswamy is a rising demagogue who will live on 50 years after Trump, and it's so dangerous. And I'm literally shaking. He actually did the meme. Vivek Ramaswamy, of course, responded by telling him, just shut up. He used the expletive, but yeah, come on, man. I think in the long run, the first thing is Vivek's response absolutely shows why he is in the position he is in. And this is fantastic for us. Younger, moderate to right-leaning individuals. I mean, I consider myself to be left on some issues, so I consider him, relatively centrist. But Vivek speaks truth, and that's what matters. Because if you want to have a debate about what it means to be left economically or right economically, it's meaningless when the real distinction, or at least a large component of the distinction, a large component of what is dividing this country is truth and lies. Vivek comes out, and this has been it. I mean, a large component of the culture war. Vivek comes out and he speaks truth when it comes to news stories, and for that, you're right wing. But here's what I see. I see a guy who is the rising star. Ron DeSantis was supposed to take the MAGA mantle and carry that torch. He didn't do it. Looks like Vivek actually is. We have this from the Daily Beast. We chose the Daily Beast because, we love the Daily Beast. Republican presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy used a speech Sunday to tell CNN's Van Jones to shut the... Okay, now if you got kids, we try not to swear here, but I'm going to swear because I want to say it. He tells CNN's Van Jones to just shut the fuck up after Jones accused him of being a demagogue. The foul-mouthed. Oh, please. These people who've got nothing but naughty words are criticizing Vivek for saying fuck. The foul-mouthed comment came in response to Jones's take following the fourth GOP primary debate earlier this month, in which Ramaswamy said that January 6, 2021 Capitol riot appeared to be an inside job, and claimed the Great Replacement theory is not some kind of grand right-wing conspiracy theory, but a basic statement of the Democratic Party's platform. Although I do think he probably said Democrat Party, right? Afterward, Jones said on CNN that Ramaswamy is dangerous, noting that Ramaswamy will likely outlive Trump by about 50 years. Jones said that he felt he was watching the rise of an American demagogue that is a very, very despicable person. Literally, I was shaking listening to him talk because a lot of people don't know that this is one step away from Nazi propaganda coming out of his mouth, Jones said. Yo, if you want to live in a psychotic crackpot Van Jones world, I ain't going to stop you. Go ahead and do it with my blessing. These people are absolutely insane. What did Vivek say? What did he say? He's one step away from Nazi. Okay, let's talk about it. January 6th was, all of that. Fact, inside job. Let me tell you how they play this. You've heard me talk about it, but we're gonna bring it up. They say when Vivek brings up January 6th as an inside job, that woman, I forgot her name. I don't even, what's her name on CNN? She goes, "Tell me, what's the evidence of government organized a plot?" And it's like, whoa, lady. Inside job, like let's say the bank gets robbed. Inside job does not have to mean the bank manager did it. It could be a security guard. So what does it mean that January 6th was an inside job? Police opened the doors and let people in, and then the government criminally charged those people. Oh, I can already hear the whinging from the left. Yeah, but they were rioters. I know. I love it. I love getting proven right on this one because I remember it was like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks was making fun of me, going, do, like he does, because I said, you cannot criminally charge someone for trespass unless they have been instructed they are trespassing. Now, there's arguments about crossing barriers and burglary and all that stuff. My point was, on one side of the building, you have a riot. On the other side of the building, the cops open the doors and let everybody in. If you were walking down the sidewalk and there's a sidewalk, you walk down again, and then there's a cop waving you in, opening the door, that is the opposite of trespassing. And guess what? I was proven right. Several cases have resulted in acquittal because these people were not trespassing. But anyway, I digress. Inside job. Police officers. Let me just break this down for you, my friends. Capitol police officers in the building let people in, escorted them to where they wanted to go, like the QAnon shaman guy, they call him. And then it's Capitol Police that are investigating these very same people, resulting in criminal convictions. The FBI is also investigating, but the Capitol Police, they've got offices being opened in California, Florida, and other places. Capitol Police are actually investigating, but it was Capitol Police that allowed most of the people in the building. I ain't talking about the rioters. Lock them up. You're a rioter. You were fighting cops, throwing things at them. You know, people are coming out saying, yeah, but the cops fired plastic bullets and tear gas and things like that into the crowd. They sure did. They sure did. And if you want to make the argument that there were people trying to protect other people, I'm listening. But you're not going to convince me when these guys were storming their way in the building, okay? I've had friends who were there who were journalists, okay, filming all of this, and people were shoving cops. So some of these people did wrong. They say afterwards, Jones said on CNN that Ramaswamy is dangerous, knowing that he will likely outlive Trump, and we get it. On Sunday, while speaking at Turning Point USA's America Fest conference, that's where we're at, Ramaswamy laughed off the response from elements of the mainstream media. You've got this character, Van Jones, on CNN afterwards saying, this is the rise of an American demagogue who's going to live 50 years longer than Trump. This is dangerous. I am shaking. Ramaswamy paused to shake his head and laugh. The whole crowd's laughing, and then he goes, just shut the fuck up. Yes. As cheering audience members rose to their feet to show their approval, he added, at a certain point, just shut the fuck up. I hope y'all are having a good time. I am. Listen, guys, if you want to help us out, shout out thebestsongever.com. This is my plug. Go to thebestsongever.com, download the song. Click this download. It's 69 cents. It's the new song we put out. It's got millions of hits in only a few days. It's doing really, really well. And we're hoping that we can, combined with the Daily Wire and our work, give a big middle finger. Also, when you download the song through thebestsongever.com, you'll get 35% off all Cast Brew purchases, including subscriptions. That means it lasts forever. You subscribe to Cast Brew right now with this code, that 35% off every single month. Support our work at thebestsongever.com. If you want to see us break our way into the Billboard charts once again, and eventually they're going to have no choice but to start writing about us. But I want to get back to Vivek. Shout out to Vivek. I'm a big fan. He's a good dude. He's a smart guy. He is a truth teller. And I believe he is the future for younger, moderate individuals and many conservatives. Take a look at this from NDTV World. Vivek Ramaswamy reveals how he gets his energy after 42 events in 6 days. Yo, dude, wow. My friends, I got a lot of energy, okay? I don't know how I do it. I wake up at about 7:30 every day and immediately start reading the news. Then, do the morning routine, brushing the teeth, taking a shower, all that stuff. By 8:20 or so, I'm in the chair at the studio with all the gear turned on, and I begin doing research for the day. Usually, I'll record between, it depends on how much news there is in the day, but I could be finished between 1 p.m. Eastern and 3, and then I'll go skate, get exercise. About 2 or 3 times a week, I'll do the skateboarding because you just can't exercise every single day. I'm trying to improve here, guys. And then after that, I'll eat some food. And then we start doing prep around 6:30 for Timcast IRL. So basically, all the work I do in the morning is pre-production for IRL. It's basically the way it works. I'm reading nonstop news. Then I exercise, eat food, and then we get ready for our guest to come on and do the long-form talk show. That's 5 days a week. And in 2020, I actually didn't take any day off. I worked every single day. And I thought I had a lot of energy. Vivek doing 42 events in 6 days, I can't do it. I can't do it. So they say, Tim, you want to come out to AmFest? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. What's the plan? And they're like, we'd like you to do Timcast IRL on stage. And I'm like, we'd have to move a guest or something. Who's there? And then we get a list of guests, and I was like, we got to ask Tucker Carlson. And Tucker said, absolutely, let's roll. I'm like, this is going to be fantastic. The only way I can do it is if I get a jet. I'll tell you why. And I've talked about this too. It's funny when people try to rag on me because they're like, Too Cool needs private planes. Dude, we wrapped the show on Friday at 10:10 or whatever. Like, we're officially done by 10:30 on Friday. I have worked the whole week. what we do on the weekends is we're still actually filming and planning other things. It's just the reason I took weekends off is to do banking and administrative stuff. And then I'm like, I am not going to spend 5 hours in an airport, 5 hours on a plane, and then drive the whole day, travel. I can't do it, especially if you want me to come on stage. And they said, we'll get you a jet. And I said, okay, I can do it then. And so we fly out, and as soon as the show wraps tonight, we are on the plane and back to DC. And I got to tell you guys, it is remarkably brutal. The main reason is not so much the flight out here. Like, I guess I could fine, I'll fly first class or whatever. It's just really annoying dealing with airports. But once we wrap IRL in Arizona, we have to get on a plane and fly straight back. That means I'm getting home at like 5 a.m. and I have to wake up at 7:30. Brutal. I don't know how Vivek does it. He's in a bus, driving around. This guy's the real deal, man. I'm a big fan. And I think he understands it. I think he gets it. So I think we're going to see some really awesome stuff from Vivek Ramaswamy coming up. Maybe not in 2024. I mean, I think we're already seeing really amazing stuff from him, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Next segment is coming up at 6 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all then.